high vibing people. Welcome back to my channel. Hi Priestess, you wanna come up the helms? Sadie's just a little bit late, purely because I went to an event. Because it's good to challenge yourself. Something I've never, ever done before. But let me tell you, ooh, it was worth it. Yeah. I got a little bit anxious in the beginning, purely because, especially where it's like new territory that you're stepping into, you don't know what to expect. But that's still exciting. But yeah, I took a leap of faith. And the thing is, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. And every time I wanted to do it, there was always something that I would use. Because that's the truth. I was using an excuse not to go. Does that make any sense? But then the opportunity presented itself again. And this time, oh, I jumped on it. I jumped on it. Yeah. And literally, I think it was the best decision I ever made. Yeah. I enjoyed myself. I didn't expect, I actually didn't know what to expect. I just thought, you know what, whatever it is, go with the flow. Go with the flow. I was in there shocking out. What do you mean? Yeah, so much so, because it was a lot. Like, and obviously, the majority of people in there wasn't new to them. I think maybe about 5 to 10 people in there. That was their first time going, just like mine, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. It wasn't easy. Put it this way, only hard for in the sense of like it being your first time, obviously, and it's something you've never experienced. So, with that being said, it was worth it. And I think to myself, why didn't I just go sooner? Do you know what it is? I used to have really bad social anxiety and agoraphobia. Yeah. And that's not something that, unless you've been through it, you won't understand. Or if you know someone that's going through it, you're not going to fully understand. But due to certain traumas, it gave me social anxiety and a fear of like crowds and stuff like that. Literally, it was real bad. Like if I saw a crowd of people, I'd turn back and go a different way. Yeah. So overcoming that fear, I think I needed to do. You know, sometimes it's something that you need to do in order to get to that next stage. So I just thought, bite the bullet and just dive in, feet first, not head first. But I did. And I thought to myself, why did I work myself up? Like, you do. You said to yourself, why do you work yourself? So, have you ever felt like that or had that experience? I'm here to tell you, it will pass. And when you do, you'll be glad that you did. Especially when things like social anxiety and agoraphobia, you work yourself up to the state of you literally can't even step over the threshold of your own front door. That's what it's like, basically. The thought of you entering into something like that literally terrifies you. And I think that in itself holds you back. Oh, I'm moving, but it's for a good reason. I'm aching, but it's a good ache. Do you know what I mean? It's a good ache. Yeah. Listen, I'm aching in places I didn't know existed. How about that? I know, it's madness, isn't it? But a good madness. So, the message of today is life is going to throw you challenges. Expect that. But just remember, from you're still here, living, breathing, not necessarily like 100% health, but healthy enough to live instead of just surviving, you got this. I promise you, you got this, because if you would have saw me 2 years ago, I would never have thought I'd be sat here now like this, speaking where I'm speaking, just like sharing my experiences, you know, and a lot of things I've had to overcome, challenges, things I've had to heal from, grow from, learn from. And yeah, it wasn't always great or always nice, but I can honestly say it was worth it. Yeah, I still got the gang stalkers and the doppelgangers jumping on and off like weirdos, but hey, do you, boo? Do you? Because no matter what, I'ma still be me. Yeah. So, with that being said, yeah, it was called Fight Club. And it's really good because you got to remember, everybody's at different levels. That makes any sense. And they literally branched over quite a few different places. So it's not just in one area. So it's not a thing where you think, oh, if I live at one side of town and the event's at another part of town. No, like they've branched out to they're dotted all over the shop. So all you got to do is Google it, the nearest area that you're to. Even like, well, closest to me would be Windmill Hill. And it's every Wednesday. I think it's 7:30 to like 8:15. But this session, the one that I went to yesterday, was like a charity event kind of thing. So it was actually, I didn't realize it. It was actually for 2.5 hours. Like I kept going for 2.5 hours, and I did. I mean, the only time I took a break, I think, was to drink some water. Yeah. I wanted to film a lot more, but it was that packed. It had to be done in like 2 separate sessions, which is mad. Because I couldn't have done like all of them like everybody else did. I just did. Yeah, unless you're one of the teachers in there or in training, then yeah, you can sit through, you can do both the sessions. That's like back to back. But obviously, if you was just going there to join in, unless you're crazy, I don't think you'd be able to do both slots, because unless you're a robot, unless you're an AI robot, yeah, it was hot. I'm not gonna lie, it was hot, and the AC wasn't that great. Just lucky I got this little neck fan, not a neck, yeah, like a neck fan. I think I got it from Wilkinson's, and it flashes blue, but you put it on your neck and it stays there, and you've got like 3 different settings. So I was able to stay even though was pissing with sweat, you're able to stay relatively cool, you know, because one thing I can't take is overheating, you know. For me medically, that's a bit dangerous for me, if that makes any sense. So yeah, but other than that, it was awesome. Exchanged socials with a few people, saw people I've not seen for decades. I can't even say years, it was literally like decades. I even met people that I met when I went to that business seminar, that big business seminar back in summer. So that was a nice surprise. But yeah, and just to see Ronnie Size on stage, I was like, yes. I was in my element. I literally forgot the moves after time. I was just too busy shocking up. Because we all know I love the DMB. Yeah. But yeah, it was a great experience. And you got to remember, they all have their own, not all of them do it to that type of music. They all have their own genres that they do a workout to. You'd have to find what best suits you. But just for trying something new, it was great. Yeah, I'm aching, but it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. Do you know what I mean? It was worth it. And there's men and women there as well, so yeah. It was great. It was good. I loved it. In fact, I didn't want it to end. I thought, yeah, there should be. There was a party after it, mind. There was like a, is it DJ Daisy was releasing her new LP. So they had an after party at the Attic Bar with like a buffet. And the only reason why I didn't go, because first of all, I wasn't told it was going to be for 2.5 hours. I literally thought it was probably going to be about an hour and a half. But either way, you got your own pace. Obviously, they speeded up. They speeded it up, but the instructor on the stage was actually saying, even though he's going at a certain pace, if you can't make that pace, you got your own pace. You know, as long as you do the right, left, this, that. You know, that's what that matters really. But yeah, I smashed it. Yeah, I actually surprised myself. Yeah, even being like in case like that with like so much bodies in under one roof, I just kind of like channeled my inner skanker, and I just thought, let me just go with the flow. But yeah, the boxing side of it, that I enjoyed that so much so. I think I found my new hobby. I literally have. Yeah. And if you enjoy, you can also train and be a moderator yourself, if you'd like to, you know. But then you can also have your own genre of music. You don't have to stick to whatever music they were using, you know. It's whatever best suits yourself in it. As long as you get the moves in, that's all that matters. So yeah, it was a nice bunch of people. Obviously I picked the energies of some slightly negative energies. I just blocked that shit out, you know. You ground yourself before you go. Protect your off-rec field, you know. Put your little shield around you, so it's not impenetrable to anything. But you do get the signals when you know. Well, I could feel it anyway. I would just look people dead in their face like, hi. That's like it was going, hi, I'm so-and-so, hi. So yeah, everywhere is like, oh. And I got home probably around 3. Yeah, because we finished at about 2:30. But obviously I was chatting to a lot of people, exchanging socials, speaking to pictures of the DJs as well. And the group that I had come from was on stage. They'd actually raised at the beginning of it, because they started from Friday, so the beginning of it, I think they raised £2,000, and at the end, I think they raised about £10,000, which is great. Which is great for Sober Spaces, which is like it's a cafe, but once a month they have open mic nights. It doesn't have to just be singing. You could play an instrument, you could do poetry. I don't know, you could read a story, you could just speak of your experiences. It's about sharing with the community, innit? Do you know what I mean? And building bridges, basically, innit? Meeting new people, meeting new friends. Totally outside of the norm for what I'm used to anyway, you know? Yeah. But it's fine because I'm a comedian and I can adapt to any given situation, do you know what I mean? Which is good. And there was also people there from my theatre group, so that was good. You know, so there were still people there that I knew. And that's on Super Spaces. I can't remember, I think it's 2-3 something Stapleton Road. Literally next to the Butchers by Pride. I think it's next to Pride Hairdressers, yeah. So that's another place if anybody's interested. But the Fight Club one, they do it every Wednesday. There's like a function room at the back. Is it Windmill Hill? The old Windmill Hill City Farm? Yeah, it's at the back of there every Wednesday, 7:30 to, I think it's 8:30 or 8:45, something like that. Yeah, and if you want to join, you get the first 2 sessions free, and it's literally like a £5 per session, I believe. I'll have to check. So Don't hold me to that. I'll have to check. Okay. But yeah, other than that, it was amazing. It really was. And I was wiped out, literally wiped out. But I just channeled my inner warrior. Cause I was tired, like, oh. Cause I was dancing, doing a workout and dancing. I could not myself. I could not myself. It was literally Trinity Church. I used to go there like 20 years ago. 20 plus years ago. That was like the proper raving scene back then. So yeah, I saw the old rave head, so it was nice. It was nice. A few people that may not necessarily like, but hey, I can still be in the same pace with someone that I don't speak to and still be cool. It is what it is. It doesn't bother me one bit. So yeah, I came into this world alone and I'll go out alone, so don't bother me. Yeah. And the people from my group, I'd also just do my own thing, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, just about doing your own thing, but for the most part, it was good. And that's what it's about, isn't it? Because while in the background, you know, in the midst of things, you got those low vibrational people doing their karmic rubbish, still trying to do their spell work, still backfiring. And the moon was quite powerful as well, so that was the dumb thing to do, you know. You don't do candle magic when the moon's that full. That's stupid. Because the backfire is going to be huge. And that's exactly what they're going to get. So it is what it is, isn't it? You know? As long as you're staying aligned with what you're supposed to do, that's what that matters. And keep your focus. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. But that's what they want, isn't it? So you just don't give them that. Just see it as they don't exist. And what God said to me, he said, this picture, their face is on the punch bag. Let me tell you, that thing was flying. The thing about it is like, cause there's so many of us in the group, it was full. So even though it's one punch bag, we had to share it with like 4 of us to a punch bag, basically. So we had to like kind of like dart ourselves around the punch bag. So imagine this punch bag's going to and fro, and I'm whacking it, literally, like. And I know the people behind it was like, and I was like, oh, sorry. Cause I was just zoning in on what they were telling me to do in it, so that's what you do, you just go with the flow. I didn't realize I had that much strength. It's like, damn. But it's a good thing, because that way I know I could defend myself when needed. So yeah, that was good. But other than that, blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings. This is everybody's year, you know, literally. Things are falling in place. But because you're not used to things going brilliantly, it does feel a bit weird. It does. But just remember, it's happening for you, not to you, you know? So it is for your best interest at the end of it. And I'm good with that. Yeah. But I know when certain people, or certain individuals, should I say, because obviously you have to obviously mingle with other people, and they said you have to do shit like talk to someone that you've never met before, talk to people you don't know, then you got to do a little workout with them. And at some point my ears was ringing, and I thought to myself, says a lot. But I just carried on. My ears was ringing, I just carried on, because I knew exactly what that meant, you know? But I sensed it before my ears rang, so I knew that my ears ringing was just confirmation of exactly what I was feeling. Yeah. And that's fine, because that's to be expected. Especially when you got big pitch energy. Yeah. Energy's big. I don't know, yeah, it was a buzz, literally. Or like Krishan Rock would say, it's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe all the time. It's a vibe all the time. Yes, and I brought that vibe. Yes, I did. Had a lot of pictures taken, so I should have asked them where they're going to send that to, but I want to see a copy of that. Absolutely. They took pictures, videos. Yeah, because I think they have a Facebook and an Instagram, I believe. In this Fight Club with a K, not a C, you know? But yeah, amazing set of people. The energy in the room was off the chain. Well, there you go. Respect my energy's in there, so big bitch energy every day, all day. Can I get it? Ooh, ooh. I know. This is my little quirky side coming out. You'll get used to it. But hey, with that being said, is it mudras? Yeah, and I've been practicing also as well, mudras. You know, a lot of film you make little positions with your hands for meditation. I've been trying that out as well. Just not just like really experiment with it, and yeah, it helps. It's a bit weird if you've got like problems with your joints. That might be a bit awkward. But if you take turmeric, it's good for you, good for your joints and good for swelling. So that's another thing. But yeah, so when I came out of there, I did a little, a short, and I was just wiped out, and I was out cold all day, right through until 6 this morning, and that's not like me. Usually I get up at like 3:30, you know? Yeah. So yeah, that's just one thing I want to let guys know. That's the kind of shit I do. It's about challenging yourself. That's how you, that's also how you level up. And taking a leap of faith. And stuff that you would not usually partake in. I know it sounds a bit bizarre, but it's all to do with growth as well, you know, and challenging yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, you don't try different things outside of what you would normally do, you're never gonna know, you're never gonna elevate. And that in itself will just confirm to you your growth, you know? Like I said, you get a bit, you do get, do you know what I always found strange? It's the energy of like envy. Yeah. Energy of envy. Because everybody's looking at you like, oh, look at your arms and da-da-da-da-da, and how many children do you have? Like, oh my God, how could you look like that? It's just like, when they're asking those questions, it's not even genuine, you know, because you can feel the virus coming off them. They're doing it in a very envious, like bitchy type of way. So I just act like the music too, and I can't really hear you. Do you know what I mean? Because coming at me with that kind of energy is not going to end well for you. Because I'll just mute it out. I'll be like, the music's too loud, I can't hear you. And I'll just turn my back and carry on doing what I'm doing. And that's exactly what I did. You know? I just moved somewhere else in the hall. Do you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got time for that. I didn't come out for this. I come out to support the charity, you know? Being that I was on the guest list, darling. Yes, I was on the guest list, darling. VIP all the way. VIP, darling. Yes. Yeah, and it was great. I loved it. I loved it. Would I go into that? Nah. If anything, I create my own. Which I already have a few of my own ideas, but like I said, you have to keep those things to yourself. And I've learned from that because anytime I've ever uh, shared or expressed any of my ideas, lo and behold, what happens? Mm, my ear's ringing. Yeah, I know. I know. Basically, my energy triggers people, so. But that's not my fault, and it's not my problem, you know? And I don't see why any of us as individuals should have to dim our light just to make someone else feel comfortable. No, no. That's not gonna fly. And God said no, you know? If you're triggered, that means you need to do work on yourself, you know? Because there was a time where I used to be very triggered, but I've grown from that. I went into myself and healed myself, you know? And that's the key, essentially. It's accountability and accepting the fact that it's a you problem, not a them problem, you know? So a lot of people either don't want to be happy for you or pretend to be happy for you. And then the minute your back's turned, the claws come out. Or they run to a practitioner and pay for some spell work, you know, or they get a group of gang stalkers to do their little, what do you call it? Their little evil eye projection bullshit. And that's really sad. So I'm now, because I don't usually drink fizzy drinks, but I'm treating myself. Yeah, I'm treating myself. Because I don't drink fizzy drinks, I don't drink alcohol. I say no to drugs. Not even weed. I don't smoke weed. Yeah, and that's something I didn't ever think I would give up. Yeah, who would have thought it? Me give up weed? Psh, yeah, right. But I did. And I'm glad I did. Because it was actually affecting me negatively. Having like IBS or digestive problems, cannabis actually messes up your stomach lining. It does. It messes up your digestive system to the point of there's actually a bug you can get. I know, but just hear me out. There is this weird like gastrical bug thing that you can get from cannabis. It's called cannabinoiditis. I know, and I know because I've had it many times, which is basically where, because I used to smoke a lot of cannabis. I still eat, don't get me wrong, but having like digestive problems and stomach problems and acid reflux problems, certain cannabises, like namely skunk, I don't know, whatever shit they was putting in it was counteracting with my stomach. So I'd end up vomiting, like projectile vomiting, and I couldn't stop. I wasn't doing it, my body was doing it. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes there'd be nothing coming out, or I was vomiting up all my belly acids till I vomited up some black stuff, and it looked like crushed coffee beans in like a black sludge. And basically, like, that's the bottom part. That's not your first bar. That's the second one. That's like the bottom one, which is not very good. And basically, what that does, it lowers your potassium, which is very, very serious. That fucks with your blood levels, and that can actually ultimately, if you continue on that path, you'll end up dead, basically. So, yeah, that's why I gave up cannabis, and that was hard. But I'm glad I did it. You know, I'm glad I did it. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I can't really say because I'm still being attacked. So people are still trying to sabotage me, still trying to like, they're trying to, and it's not going to work. You will never stop my future. You never stop my independence. Because I'm standing in my power and I'm claiming my ancestral inheritance, my God-given birthright. So the little, how can I say, the little fishy karmic, you know who you are, street worker, that's been fraudulently using my identity, fraudulently, I'll have you know, fraudulently, okay? I know they've been making fake accounts with my picture. Somewhat that I want all of my subscribers to know. I don't ask people for anything. I don't have any other platforms other than TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So if you see anybody on any other platforms, it's not me. So don't believe it. Yeah. I've heard something about, someone told me something about, they heard that apparently somebody's made a fake OnlyFans page with my picture. That's not me. Because I don't sell myself. I don't sell my body parts either. No, I don't. It's not me. So what they're basically trying to do is they're trying to fraudulently use my identity. I know, as far as I'm not doing anything about it, I know they've put things in my name, houses, businesses, probably a car that they've got out in my name, fraudulent passport, marriage certificate, and it's not me. I've been put in a fraudulent marriage and it's not me. And nothing's been done. So I got God working for me. I just handed that battle over to God. Because it's how you know that the corruption does exist and is bad, because the authorities ain't doing anything. The courts are involved, judges, solicitors, everyone, even doctors. They're the worst ones, doctors, you know. Yeah, to say the least. I'm just biding my time. Because they know that I know. That's why they're stalking me, because they're worried about what I'm going to expose about them. Because they're already being exposed, you know. But they've done this to me my whole life. From childhood, from when I was abused, drugged, poisoned, trafficked. Yeah, till they're doing it in adulthood. And how they know is because obviously they got the police on the payroll, you know. But they've been caught. So this ghost shall fuck the world. So basically I was some experiment from when I was a child. So that's why what they do is they keep coming on and jumping on my live and jumping back on, jumping on and jumping off, like little weirdos. Which I believe that YouTube should change that and not allow that. Do you know what I mean? Because to me, that's wrong. And it's illegal. I should be able to see who jumps on my live. Why should you be able to sit there and hide like a bitch? Because you know you're sat there just checking to see if the spell work you was doing on the black magic you tried to put on me last night with your candle work is working. But I'm still here. Hi, whoever said hi, TikTok hi. So yeah, and it ain't just being done to me, but I'm probably being attacked the most. Purely because I'm speaking up about it, because a lot of people that they've done this to, they've already taken out. But I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere. A lot stronger than you thought. Ooh, that tastes nice. Don't mind you, I don't drink fizzy drinks. But once in a while I'll have a little treat. And hey, I'll have a little drink, you know. But other than that, yeah, the Fight Club thing was, I loved it. And I would do it again. So yeah, that's what it's about really. And the next thing would be to, yeah, I can see you writing. Why? I can read mine. I can read. So yeah. So hopefully these people will get their karma. Whoever is using my identity fraudulently, you're gonna go to jail. Whatever you've done in my name illegally, you're not gonna get away with it. So carry on. Keep trying to set me up, it's not gonna work. You cannot block my third eye, you cannot block my blessings, you cannot block my intuition, and you cannot block my memory. That's just stupid. You should have done it in the first place, to be honest with you. Especially if I've never done you anything, you don't even know me. You're just doing it out of pure greed and jealousy. As you can see. And I'm glad, oh yeah, Carmix, let me just say this. Thank you for that compliment. Because you paid someone to do a glamour spell because you said you hate my smile. What? You hate my smile and you want my beauty. Thank you for calling me beautiful. Because it wasn't that long ago you was being a bit racist, weren't you? Yeah. But now all of a sudden you want my beauty. What? You want my gifts. My gifts are not from the devil. My gifts are from God. In fact, we are all born with gifts. You just have to tap in at the right time. That's what it's about. Okay? I've always known I've had some type of gift because I would predict things, I would sense things, I knew things that I shouldn't have known, and I didn't understand why, you know? I would see things that people don't see, hear things people don't hear. Yeah. I'd pass, and this is why I didn't like being around loads of people, especially when you're passing in the street, because someone would brush or you know, people brush past you or touch you by accident. Like I would get it felt like a static electric. Could that make any sense? That's the best way I can describe it. It felt like an electric shock. And obviously you're gonna look at who's just knocked you, even though it is an accident, but some people do it on purpose just to get a reaction out of you. Now you got to be careful because there's such things called energy transfer. That's why you got to protect your spheric field, which I do on a daily basis. So the people that you sent out to attack me in the street or to try and put their energy onto me didn't work. Yeah, I would literally, their face would change. I swear to you, their face would change. But back then, that was like, I must have been in my mid-20s, I think. Mid-20s, yeah. Mid to late 20s, I believe. And I used to take a lot of ecstasy. So I really thought I was seeing things. But I wasn't, you know? And that in itself, because I didn't understand what it was, because I wasn't awake at the time, I just knew what I was feeling and knew what I saw. Like, I thought I was crazy. I thought I was seeing things, like, literally, and it wasn't nice. But now I know, it's already been confirmed, I was seeing what I was seeing. And to some people, it would sound crazy. It would sound out the box. But we're not the only people on this planet. No, we're not. And these people have been here for a long time. A long time. Yeah. I was working with somebody in theatre, and her exact words was, and it's the way she said it, it's not what she said, it was the way she said it. It was the vibe I got from, she said, oh, I can't take your energy. And I looked at her like, what? Like, what's that supposed to mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't take my energy. That makes no sense. And I looked at this woman, I swear I seen her face change. Like you say, you got the colours around your eyes. Her eyes was black. It's like her eyes flicked back black. I watched her eyes flick black. And I know what I saw. Do you understand? And this lady, she's from California. She comes to England to work as like is it a movement coach in the theatre group that I attend. Yeah, so it's either she's a reptilian or something along those lines, but her eyes flicked black. And I know what I saw. I'm not stupid. And this is why. I don't drink, I don't take drugs, and I don't smoke weed. So if I tell you that's what I saw, that's what I saw. Yeah. And there's plenty of people like her around. See, they're doing it again. They're jumping on and jumping off. And the minute I spot them and be like, oh, there you go again, they hide again, you know? Or they try and get someone to project negative energy through the phone, or is it some type of frequency? If you're ever doing a live, yeah, excuse me, and you feel like a scratch, excuse me, spiritual burp, and you get like a scratch in your throat, like, you know, when you got hay fever and your throat gets scratchy, that's a shut up spell. If you're ever online and you get a weird pain across your forehead or in your temples or just behind your eye, it's like it's not really a headache, it's like I don't know, it's like a little needling feeling. Yeah, that's what we're called. So they're trying to do crown chakra magic on you whilst you're on live, which is why you've got to protect your atmospheric field, you know. And that's the thing that you can't miss that. Because there are times when I wasn't aware of it, and when it hit me, I had to ask about it and question about it and go into meditation and find out exactly what it was. And that's when I was told. And then I was also told how to protect myself from it. You understand? So yeah. And I will get to that, but purely because I know that what they're doing is they're stealing my work, my content, and do whatever they're doing on other pages. Cool. But once my page becomes monetized and I have my own LLC, they can't do shit. You understand? Because then it can be done for copyright. So until it's gotten to that stage, I keep certain things to myself. I was told to. It's not everything you must speak, you know? Unless you're one of the 144,000, one of the chosen ones. But you think by going on everybody else's lives, trying to work out the little secrets, how we broke free from the curses, the spells, the hexes, how we did the cord cutting. We not gonna tell you. Because we know you work for the darkness. Okay? All right. So the first thing you got to do is call back your power. And stay in isolation. And for the most part, yeah, it's not, yeah, I'll be honest, it's hard. But it's beneficial and it's essential for your growth, you know? It is definitely essential for your growth. And I understand that now. Because like I said, I've been around people, some people that I actually know, man, that I now know have been hating on me my whole life. Because whilst I've been in amongst them, this is how you know. Because as you're talking, it's like you can't get your words out. Do you understand? It's literally like someone's trying to choke you. And I laugh now. Because, yeah. And then you think to yourself, are you really that twisted and that bitter about your life that you want to project that onto someone else? Like, where do you get off? Deal with your shit. Because I hate when people say, oh, you don't look like what you've said, what you've been through. I've been through more things than most people. But because I choose not to be malicious, evil, and vindictive and have a black heart, you want to hate on that? I don't get it. But that's a you problem. So it is what it is, and I'm still gonna be myself. I'm still aligned with my path. You're not gonna sway me. Like they say, bigger levels, bigger devils. Bring it on. Bring it on. Okay? Because you underestimate me. Every single one of you. You thought because I was quiet and kind and thoughtful and empathetic, you thought I was stupid, gullible, dumb, and I was an easy target. Never judge a book by its cover. And don't always believe what you're told. Because people, especially narcissists, they're very convincing liars, let me tell you. I know. I came from a family of narcissists, witches and warlocks. Yeah, I just found out. Witches and warlocks. So I know only too well. Nobody can tell me anything. I don't just go by, oh, so-and-so said this. No, 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 no. I lived it. I lived through it. I grew up in it. I saw things at a young age. That's why I was abused where I was abused. You know? But it hasn't, it did affect me. I can't say it didn't. But I've had to heal from that, and that's okay, you know? I still don't wish no ill will on those evil people, you know? I won't so much say I really would wish them all the best. I hope they would heal and see the error of their ways, of course, you know? Who wants, let me tell you something. When I was angry in my teens just because of what my parents did to me, that's a very draining place to be, okay? Very draining. To always be angry about stuff that's out of your hands can take a toll on a person, especially like your mental health, and it did. So I've been through that cycle, medication, psychiatrist. They think I've not been sectioned because I obviously wasn't doing crazy enough. Even though they're now trying to portray me as psycho, schizophrenic, bipolar. But really they're just describing their self. And it's putting my face to the description, but really, that's them. You know? Yeah, I know I should have been dead from the spells you put on me and the black magic you did. Even when you did last night. Yeah, I know. I know. But that was stupid. That was stupid because you was warned. So I return it back to you 100-fold. Yeah. I didn't ask you to come on there, so if you don't need to tell me that you're going, just come off. Because I don't business. Okay? What do you mean I'm sorry, not just yours? I thought this was all just replay all these videos. I'll tell you what I'll do for you, yeah? Yeah. How about that? You see, when you come on my lives and do stupidness, I just remove you because I have no time for that. No time for that, you know? Because first I never asked you to jump on and do anything, you know? If you want to do that it on your own channel. This is my channel that I created. Okay? So toodles. Mr. Richard Jones, goodbye. Don't need ya. Don't want ya. Glad to see you go. Toodles. Toodles. So yeah, this is the people that know. Because you think that you're gonna accidentally get information from me. No, you're not. I've already made that mistake once already. And God told me off. Do you really think I'm gonna make that mistake again? No. And with that being said, me gone. Yeah, I like to play with you people. I will continue to. And I'll tell you why. Because I can. Okay? Because I can, because it's my channel. So I can replay anything I want to. If I want to sit here and repeat myself over and over and over again, I will. My prerogative. My channel, I do what I want. Thank you. Like this, right? If I want to get up and walk around my front room, that I will do. Because it's my channel and I do whatever the hell I want to on my channel. See, I've been and got a nice little bird's nest for my little birdie friends. I got them a nest. I got them a little seed house so they can eat the seeds because they keep getting robbed by the seagulls. I don't like that. Don't like that. So, all you low vibrational people, doppelgangers, gangstalkers. And the thing about it, I know you've been paid to come on my lives and just talk shit to me. Why? What do you gain from it? You're not gonna get the information from me. Sorry. You better go and do the work yourself. Just ask the devil, he'll tell you. Illuminati too. Yeah, they wanted to initiate me too. In fact, they messaged me 3 times on Instagram. I told them to F off. I sure did. You can't bully me. I might have been quiet when I was little. Not anymore. Not anymore. Toodles, guys. Toodles, toodles. I'm gone now, that's all I got to say. You can kiss the blackest part of my ass crack. Thank you.